What Jehovah cannot do does not exist. My name is Ngozi. I'm making this video from United Kingdom. 2019, we came to this country. I'm believing God for our documents, my residency permit. When we submitted everything, that was asking different things for us to bring that, and they are looking for a daring fault for we to not have our document. But I'm still in this altar of fire. I'm praying, asking God. I remember for after then we are praying one day, Pastor Jerry was mentioned that today God has said yes. God say yes. I claim for it. I said yes. I believe that God have answered my prayer. God have gone after the document. That the same week after praying, oh, look at my evidence, Pastor Jerry. Look at my evidence. Me and my children, we have our evidence. What Jehovah cannot do does not exist. I want to do this video to thank God that God, you are faithful. Pastor Jerry, you are only in your head, never run dry. We stay in this altar. What Jehovah cannot do does not exist.
My name is Eunice, testifying from Nottingham, United Kingdom. I am that woman that God has shown mercy. I've been believing God for immigration settlement in the UK here, and things hasn't been going as planned since the beginning of this year. I've been believing God. I've always been on the altar of fire, praying to God, asking for his mercy. God showed up for me on the 11th hour. This month, November, since the beginning of this month, everything has just been aligning. I've been receiving evidences back to back to back to back. Like I'm just overwhelmed. Papa used to say, how will you scream? I don't know. I don't know how to scream. Like today's own is just the blast. This morning, during the altar of fire, Papa was saying, you will receive your evidence, and God says yes. Congratulations. I mentioned my name. He said we should turn to all four corners of the earth. I did it. I mentioned my name. I said, Eunice, you will receive that email you've been expecting before the end of this week. I don't know, God would come through for me immediately. Like immediately. After the prayers this morning, that email I've been expecting for months, it came into my phone. I received the alert immediately after the prayer this morning.
I am here to testify the goodness of God. I am here to testify that through this altar, God has answered me. God has now made me a UK citizenship. I am now a UK citizenship, and God has given me my own passport. I am grateful for what God has done in my life. I won't take it on granted. I am here to testify that God of this commission has answered me.
Thank you, Pastor Jay, for all the praise that you have been doing on this altar of fire. Thank you that the oil on your head will never run dry. Hallelujah!
Glory! Thank you.
What God cannot do does not exist.
Pastor Jerry will always ask, when God does it, how will you shout? I couldn't shout. Yesterday, when we were praying, Pastor Jerry kept saying, God is melted in you. When they see you, they will see God. I held on to that word. I held on to that word because it's not a coincidence that today, the last day of NSPPD for prayers for September, is the day I was supposed to go for my final court hearing towards my immigration. Today, I got to the court and we started the hearing. I looked at everybody. I was the only black woman. I was the only black there. I was like, I shall trust God. My heart was racing, but I held on to my two mantles. I kept saying and confessing what God cannot do does not exist inside of me. I kept confessing it. We started the hearing. Judge had asked the immigration lawyer if she had any questions for me. She said no. Do you oppose? Do you have any opposing anything? Are you opposing any of the thing that has been said? She said no. The judge just said, I'm not opposing to it's been granted. And I heard, welcome to America. You're on your journey to becoming an American citizen. I only just joined in September and I have carried my own evidence. Thank you, Pastor Jerry. Thank you for igniting the fire in us. Thank you. Thank you for doing this for God. Thank you for answering.